I think this will be the last time I make a video about this. I mean, this is 3 videos on these girls. Not even parts, not in a debate. This is just 3 videos on them. That's just too much, I think. And this one is to the parents. This is actually not supporting these girls, but this is kind of the other side. Watch the parents react, and you can't blame them. They're obviously gonna be whatever. They just watch their daughter get hit around, and I have to be leaving for work soon. Shit. Just they. The dad says, I mean, the mom expresses her dislike for MySpace and YouTube, and the dad says that MySpace is the Antichrist for children. Do you know what an Antichrist is? Antichrist is something opposite of Christ, against Christ. God! How can he be the Antichrist? You may not approve of it. My parents don't approve of it. My parents think it's horrible. They're like, I don't want you on MySpace. You know what I did? I went on MySpace anyways. They can't really control that. Neither can you. You can't control it. Your daughter might think twice before she goes back onto MySpace, but, you know, how it got hacked. My MySpace has been hacked by people. I mean, I just got hacked. You don't if your thing gets hacked and you change your password and it's still hacked, you know what that means? That they're in your computer and you need to get them out of your computer. It just needs a simple change of the password. But anyway, they express YouTube and how it's YouTube's fault, or YouTube has the blame because of these girls and these 2 guys just wanted to make a wow factor. They just wanted the big shock. I was looking at the terms of agreement. I wish I could have found this and I could have just pointed it out on my computer, just gone right to it. But I know that they have the right to remove your video if it promotes violence. If it promotes it. Now, why is this video still on YouTube? Because I have not heard one frickin' video promoting these girls. They're all getting smashed. Their 15 minutes of fame is going to turn 20 years of ass raping. Well, if they were guys, it would be, but you know what I mean. I mean, nobody on YouTube is like, go these girls. At least that I have seen. So if they were going for the wow factor of YouTube, congratulations, they didn't get it. They got the recognition, just I don't think it was the exact kind that they wanted. If this was, they're freaking idiots like they have been expressed in my past 2 videos. Go check them out if you want. But, so, what I've heard, so you gotta blame MySpace, you've said, you've gotta blame YouTube. These companies that you're angry with, they're free ways to do specific things. MySpace is a free way to stay in touch with your friends. Instead of keeping a fucking little book with all your friends' addresses and phone numbers that change constantly, you can just go, hey, what's up? I haven't talked to you in a while. How are you? Do you still live here? And they can tell you everything like that. There's no changing. And if there is, they can just tell you on the damn MySpace itself. They won't usually forget because they can post it to all their friends. So how is that its fault? It's the user's fault. Same with YouTube. YouTube is just a free way to express yourself. And if you have something, they actually have terms of agreement where you have to agree to that they can remove videos. I know people have gotten taken away for making fun of Islam. If it promotes violence, promotes violence, they can take it right off. But that's not why people are watching this. People are watching this for just like to see how stupid these girls are. At least that's why I watch it continuously. So these are not their faults. Blame the girls and the 2 guys. Blame them. It's their fault they did it. Why can't you just blame them? Why must you look for all these external forces? It's their fault. They did it. Now, if you had to make blame, here's it goes. I put 1% on YouTube and MySpace, on the internet. 1% of blame on them because they kind of hosted it. But, it's not really their fault. 4% on society. Society has weakened itself. It is starting to decay, like I've seen in so many videos. But whatever. I'm not gonna ever get into that. Most likely, just not at least right now. Not right now. So you can blame society like 4%. 5% you can blame your daughter or the girl that got beaten. Why? She did something to invoke it. For most anything you get in, they get invoked somehow. I mean, there's no way that this was deserved. No way at all. But you know, you can put a little bit, because 90% goes on those eight people, those 18s. Eight. I mean, yeah, 90% of the blame. And why do you need to have any other blame? I mean, the parents of these girls are gonna, and two guys, and themselves will be like, yeah, it's their fault, not theirs. They desensitizing. Why do you think this is desensitizing? If you want to not desensitize everybody, you make the parents teach everybody the exact same way what's right and what's wrong. You take movies out, because movies are just as bad as YouTube, and movies don't have any terms to agree to. They can do whatever they want because they're getting paid to. They just have to make sure, let's put a little letter on it so you know what can be watched by your kids and legally. Blame that. Blame everything. Blame movies. Blame TV shows. Blame the internet if you want, but blame all those things too. Because that's just like, I don't even know. You've got to blame society, internet, TVs, movies, anything. Anything at all. Parents. Parents deserve blame too. Because they're the ones teaching the kids, letting them go out there and watch this kind of crap. If you really think the internet's bad, take the internet out of your house. Go to the library if you need to look something up. And why does YouTube get blame? YouTube is bad when something bad happens. Why isn't YouTube ever praised? Now, I'm not saying, oh, YouTube is the best thing on the internet. If look right here. I might have to focus this. No, fuck it. It's blurry. But look at that. My number one visited thing is MySpace. 2 is Facebook. These are just saved things. I barely go on Facebook anymore. 3, that's called happyhourfilms.com. I never go on that anymore. 4, YouTube. So my top 3 websites that I usually go to, or at least used to, are these huge things that get all this crap. But you know what? You see this right now? You see how emotional and personal I'm getting right now? If you saw me in person and you want to talk about this before YouTube, even on YouTube, if I would probably be like, I'm kind of reading, that's really not okay. Look at my earlier videos. That's what I used to do. I used to be like all quiet, and I mean, I don't read shit off the screen, but maybe I would have if I waited even longer. This has actually made me a better person. YouTube is actually made me more expressive. It's made me not care as much. And that's a good thing. These girls need this too. I don't care. I'm making videos and people can make fun of me and have made fun of me and said shit to me. But you know what? I don't care. And YouTube has helped. So, go YouTube. YouTube is helping people at the same time. Now, I'm not saying YouTube's perfect. It has pretty stupid stuff and stuff that, watching in society. But if kids are getting stuff off of YouTube and following it, like, this violence, I guess I can do that too and get 15 minutes of fame. Blame the parents. The parents should be teaching the difference between right and wrong here. I know that I'm not going to make stupid shit on here. I may make stupid stuff, but not like something so crazy like beating somebody up, because I know it's wrong. Blame parents. If there's any external force besides these girls and 2 guys, blame their parents. But I don't really. I kind of do. If you had to rescale that, I'd put probably 10% on the parents, but 80 still goes on these girls and 2 guys. I mean, just think for a minute. How is YouTube bad and how is it promoting it? It's the people on it, and the girls that do it, and the parents that don't block it for these kids. Man, YouTube has nothing to do with it. It helps people. Get that, please.